Hey YouTube, what's chill? It's your old pal Fluffshit back here with another video, and I should have reported this earlier. Amy Coney Barrett has been nominated to the Supreme Court because Lindsey Graham is a hypocrite, Mitch McConnell is a hypocrite, and Donald Trump is the most dangerous president we've ever had. Dangerous in the respect that he's just nominated a Supreme Court judge who, if given the choice, would vote to take away Obamacare, would vote to take away 20 million people's health care during a global pandemic. I agree that Obamacare is far from a perfect system. I think, I think we need a very different system from that, but for now we need to keep it in place, at least until we're sure we have something better. Trump presented his healthcare plan to Leslie Stahl on a 60 Minutes interview. It was filled with, pretty much existing legislation. It wasn't filled with anything new. It wasn't filled with any exact plans. Trump has no plan. He's no plan to combat the virus. He has no plan to get people affordable health care. He has no plan for how to repair our foreign relations. He has no plan for how to reform our immigration system. He has no plan for how to reform our policing and incarceration system. The basic thing is Trump has no plan, but also he's just nominated this idiot judge who can't name the 5 basic freedoms of the First Amendment. I can name the 5 basic freedoms of the First Amendment. I'm probably at least, I am multiple decades younger than she is, and I can name those 5. I have not dedicated my life to studies of the American judiciary and American law. I have not dedicated my life to that, and I can still name the 5 basic freedoms. She can't do that, and she has dedicated her life supposedly to the service of the American public through the judiciary and through government law, through government law is redundant, through law. She might repeal Roe v. Wade, which is quite scary because women should absolutely have agency over their own bodies, and especially with pregnancies where it's in the first trimester and a half. I see no reason why an abortion that early on should not be legal. Past the first half of the pregnancy, I can sort of see, yeah, at that point the baby's kind of developed. You should probably not abort a baby past 4.5 months, but I think within 4.5 or so months, I would say it's absolutely fine. The baby's barely developed. It's barely breathing. I mean, it's like, and also you have to consider, what if the mother's life is at risk? What if it's a teenager mother? What if it's a mother who's not economically or emotionally prepared to deal with a child? I mean, so that's another very scary thing about Judge Barrett's nomination. In short, the Republican, people used to vote for Supreme Court nominees based on who was deserving of the job, not on party lines. The Republicans are all voting on party lines. They know she's not qualified. We all know she's not qualified. There are going to be plenty of Republicans out there who deny the notion that Amy Coney Barrett is not qualified to serve on the Supreme Court. But I would refute that. If you can't name the 5 basic freedoms guaranteed in the First Amendment of our Constitution, and you're serving on the highest court in the most powerful nation on earth, I'm sorry, you've got a problem. I don't think there's any getting around this. She is not qualified. She is not fit to serve on the highest court in our once great nation. It's baffling to me, frankly, that we don't vote anymore on who's qualified. Republicans are voting for her because they know she's a conservative justice. I mean, Republicans would vote for a clod of dirt if it called itself a Republican. If it said, hey, I'm a Republican, also I'm a clod of dirt and I'm inanimate. I guarantee you there's so many people who would vote for that clod of dirt. Anyway, I don't know what to say. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. This is your Path Left signing out. So long.